Greetings and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. So, we finally got news on the new systems that are coming in 1.1, which drops on the 11th of November. And while they may not be the most amazing systems ever, they do give us more things to do, they do give us things to go for, and they allow for a little bit more of quality of life changes. So let's get right into it, shall we? So in order to unlock it, you need to essentially complete the main quest scenarios in both Liyue and Mondstadt for each one, relatively speaking. So as you can see here, finish off the first chapter to get the Mondstadt ones and the other one for Liyue. So what do we gain with this? Well, by completing that, we unlock this, the reputation, window, we say. We'll say, you actually gotta talk to a very specific person in order to get this to appear. But as you can see, once we talk to him, we get various things that we can do. We have world exploration, which I believe they have said that if you zoom out enough in the map, you will be able to see this without having to come to this window. Then we've got Mondstadt quests. I'm gonna imagine these are all the random quests that appear throughout the world. Bounties, I'm not sure this is, it says weekly progress, okay. And weekly accepted quest, probably delivery quest or some sort of thing. So let's see, here we have the explanation. Open chest, find oculi, world exploration. So they have said that this world exploration part is retroactive. So all the stuff you've already done will count toward it. Let's see, bounties, hunt down and defeat targets, Refresh every Monday, each week you can complete 3 bounties in total across all cities. Oh, okay. And the quest, increase reputation, the list of requests refreshes every Monday across all cities. So we can only do 3 bounties and 3 requests, so you gotta choose one city to focus on every week. So what do we get? Well, let's see, we'll unlock a gadget blueprint, special city features, name card, recipes, wind gliders, and the other rewards. So let's see, what do we get? Reputation gadgets, the Geo-Oculus locator. So what do we need? Level 2 in either of the cities. Depending on what city you're level 2 on, you'll get the pattern for that one. So Mondstadt for wind and Liyue for Geo. And let's see, it requires some very simple stuff to craft, which is very nice. Let's see, after using an Oculus Resonance Stone, a blue area will appear on your map, okay. And search for the elemental Oculus in the area. When an elemental Oculus appears on your map, the blue area will disappear. So basically, you go around, you proc it, and if there's an Oculus somewhere in the area, it'll appear. Let's see, you cannot use the next Oculus Resonance Stone while the current one is still in effect, or if, after locating the Oculus, there is another elemental Oculus nearby. Okay. Have a cooldown of 5 minutes. Okay, so while this is not perfect, I would have preferred if you just had it in your inventory, and if an Oculus got within the range, it would proc. But as it is right now, we need to physically activate it, which kinda sucks. Wait a minute, this isn't Terra's lair. They are lying in that area. As you can see, he's there, and it's a completely different area. Haha. Anyway, moving on. Let's see, wind catcher. So let's see. Animal Grana will automatically be storing a wind catcher when you draw near them. Up to 5 can be stored. Using the wind catcher creates a wind current. After to get a wind current, the gadget will enter a cooldown of 100 seconds. The wind catcher cannot be used while in combat. Okay, so this is essentially a better way to help you get around, essentially. But it's got 100 seconds, so that is around 2.5 minute cooldown-ish. Now, what else do we have? Condensed resin. Now, this one is interesting. You need a protection level 3 in Liyue specifically. Consume 1 crystal core, which I believe we got from butterflies, 40 original resin, and 100 more to create 1 condensed. Can be used to revitalize leyline blossoms and petrified teas in domains that require 10 original, requiring 2 sets. So basically, what you're doing is that instead of having to go to 2 of these locations or domains to get what you want, you instead put in a double the resin and get a double the product out. As you can see there. Let's see, what is it highlighting? Let's see, use condensed resin, use the resin. Okay, yeah. That's essentially cutting down the time you require for you to acquire everything you can with the amount of resin you currently have. That's what it is. On the other hand, if you don't have time to, say, go do something right now and you don't want to waste your resin, you can craft one of these or a couple, and that way you don't waste your resin. So this is actually a pretty nice way to avoid wasting resin. What is NRE? I believe... Okay, something... As equipped, you will be able to quickly consume food without opening your inventory. Finally! Can hold 1 variety of HP and 1 revival dish. will automatically offer the dish that best matches your party situation at any given time. Okay, let's see. Oh, and it binds to Z. Okay, that's a good button. At least on PC anyway. So I like this change a lot. It was definitely needed. The NRA menu will automatically switch to HP recovery store evaporation. Okay, good. So this is something that needed to be in the game a long time ago. Let's see, Depth Eye Seeker Stove. Basically, it's a portable stove. It will break if you enter combat near the stove. Create a stove. The guy will enter cooldown for 5 minutes. Well, and basically, this thing lasts for 5 minutes so you can cook. So I'm guessing this is essentially so that if you're about to do something tough, you can just cook right there in front of whatever it is you're going to do instead of having to go all the way back to town. Portable Waypoint. Now, a lot of people have been asking for this. So, reputation level 6 with Mondstadt to create it. Okay. The Waypoint will last for 7 days. It is temporary. Let's see, you appear on your map to teleport there. Only one portable Waypoint can exist at any one time. Acceptable. The Pro Waypoint will enter a cooldown of 60 seconds. Create a new waypoint when destroy the last rated waypoint. So this, I don't really have a problem with getting around right now. Although if you are farming one very specific boss over and over again, for example, the Geo Hypostasis that's all the way out in the islands, that's definitely some place where I would like to put this because getting back there is a pain in the butt. Now, Anemo Treasure Compass and Geo Treasure Compass. Level 6, forging the blueprint. Upon use, a prompt will appear directing you towards the nearest chest in the vicinity. But it doesn't specify what chest. It could be just a normal chest, or it could be an amazing chest. If there are no chests in the vicinity, the gadget will enter cooldown for 5 seconds after use. If a chest is found, the gadget will enter cooldown 30 seconds after use. Okay, so if you're looking for lots of chests, this is definitely a nice little trinket to have. Now, what else do we have? Mining Alchemy. Now, this is the one I really, really like. Level 2 and Item 1. After unlock, talk to Wagner or Master Zhang. They will tell you where to find ore deposits in the region. And markers will appear on your map. This is the best thing ever. You will be able to obtain crystal chunks. After reaching adventure rank level 30, you will also be able to obtain the magical crystal chunks. Yes! Magical crystal chunks are new. Right now, all we have are crystal chunks. So I am really looking forward to this. And this will make the Mine 10 Things daily quest a lot easier to complete. Let's see, what else do we have? Merchant discounts. Reach reputation level 4 and meh. And reputation name card, meh. Ah, here we go. Recipes 1, 4, and 7. Okay. How much do I recover? We do not know yet. Wind gliders, really, they're just... I'm not really that interested in those. They're just essentially recolors of the basic one. Exploration progress system. Zoom out on the map to view your exploration area. Open chest, find, Archive system. Is divided into tutorials, geography, equipment, materials, and books. What does it say? Filter weapon. Do you according to attack quality and whether you have obtained them. Select story icon. Set the story of a selected weapon. Complete artifacts. You can view the set bonuses and story of a selected set. You will be able to further optimize the archive system in upcoming updates. So, basically a archive of sorts. This is the exact same thing. Hopefully this tells us where to get them. In the materials section you can find entries for resources unique to each region, including cooking, ingredients, food, potions, materials. Okay. Geography. I don't think I've ever found any of these actually. Viewpoints are most you interact with the viewpoints. Add them to Geography Archive. Okay. Books. There are so many books in the game. And tutorials, this was desperately needed because once you see the initial tutorials about elemental interactions, you don't get to see them ever again. Character Archive System. Once you choose a character archive, go to the Paimon Character Archive to view this feature. In the Character Archive, you can check when exactly each character joined your team. This is useless. Details one for more information on the attributes constellation and profile of a selected character. This is literally useless because we can do that from the character selection screen at any time. Allows you to sort and filter through all characters available in the current version of the game. Let's see, we can filter them through element and through weapon. Okay. A bit of a spoiler on who's coming down the line because we don't have her yet. And that is all the systems that are coming. So out of all this, what are the best ones? Well, to me, the cooking recipes. The mining node locator. This is definitely amazing. The chest finder is okay. The portable waypoint is useful, but you don't really need it. There's enough traveling waypoints all over the place. Cooking, I don't really see that being particularly useful, right now at least. Oh, the menu 30 thing, the menu item, this is definitely going to be useful and something that needs to be in the game from the very beginning. Condensed resin, while not doesn't solve the resin problem, it does give you an option so that if you don't have time to play at this very moment, you can actually store your original resin in a certain way so that you're not wasting it. Now, hopefully using it in this way will count towards using it for the weekly and daily quests, which I would hope they would. So this means that you no longer need to log in and use up that resin early in the morning. You can just log in, craft these items, and go to work and know that you aren't wasting any resin. And this is going to be extremely useful, especially once 1.1 hits, because if you remember, 1.1 will change the requirement for the weekly quest of original resin use from 1,600 to 1,200. So this is going to make it a lot easier to be able to accomplish that mission. Let's see, Windcatcher. Okay, it's okay. The Oculus Finder, I'm not convinced on this thing. Because you actually have to use it, I'm guessing you need to run around and use it constantly. So we'll see how this thing works out. And that's really it. So far, more things to do, more quality of life stuff. And yeah, hopefully it all plays out as it should. So thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.